Hi, I'm Chandace Ingenthron, and I'm a cave guide here at Fantastic Caverns, where we give tours in the cave with a Jeep and trailer.
These artists, holy moly, they are so talented. They're like paintings that look like they belong in museums. Yeah, when you guys see Linda's, you're gonna be like, what?
When they went to New York to pitch ABC on this, ABC said, well, we'll try it. After the first show aired, they got something like 25,000 letters saying that they loved it.
Hi, I'm Chandace Ingenthron, and I'm a cave guide here at Fantastic Caverns, just north of Springfield, Missouri. Now watch your head here. This is a unique experience because we take you through the cave on a Jeep-drawn tram, and this is the only one in the country that does that. We show you all sorts of stalactites, stalagmites, a little bit of geology and a little bit of history, and we bring you out the other side about an hour later. I worked here back when I was in college, back about 1980, and it was my fun summer job. I lived in Phoenix 25 years and had a real job, and I retired from that and moved back here.
So it was your fun college job and now your fun retirement job?
Yep. Right now we are inside the cave at the old original entrance, and this is where some of the biggest and prettiest formations are in the cave.
Is there a common reaction when they see this room specifically?
One word, ooh. We're in what's called the auditorium room of Fantastic Caverns. I'm going to take you back in time to the 1920s. There was a law passed here in the country called Prohibition, and some folks here in the Ozarks just didn't take too kindly to that. In this big room, it became a very illegal speakeasy or nightclub. They had a bandstand in here with a piano, tables, chairs, gambling equipment. It was a nice, cool 60 degrees, so it was a fun place to come. They would spend several hours playing cards or gambling or drinking adult beverages. It worked here for 3 years, and then one bootlegger, that's a person who transfers liquor, shot another one, his brother-in-law. Then the sheriff was forced to shut down the speakeasy. It was called the Percy Cave Speakeasy and Casino.
Fantastic Caverns got the name Fantastic Caverns in 1951. The owner at the time branded it that way to open it up as a tour cave. It started out as exclusively walking tours at that point, and it wasn't until about 10 to 11 years later that Jeep-drawn trams were introduced here. One of the most enjoyable things for me is just interfacing with customers as they walk through our Welcome Center before and then sometimes after their tour as well, getting feedback from them, seeing the excitement they have about it, or a family coming in and unsure if they can bring their dog on the tour with them or not, and then the excitement that the whole family has when they know they can. Just these interactions really make for a great day here. Well, I think much like Springfield, Route 66 impacted Fantastic Caverns as well. We saw many travelers coming through this area, and Fantastic Caverns as a property here, as an attraction, benefited greatly from that. When you're driving for miles upon miles, you see a sign or two for a nice, consistently cool 60 degrees in the middle of the summer. You can come with your family and tour a cave. I think the draw is there. Currently, we see people from all over the world, all ages. We have current guests that are traveling historic Route 66. Just last week, we had a family from Germany that was traveling the length of Route 66 and decided to stop here, just like people back in the heyday of Route 66 would have as well.
The cave was discovered way back in 1862 by a hunting hound that chased something underground right there. The dog went in after it, back through there. And this is where John Knox first entered the cave with candles. He crawled back in that little crawlway back there. Now the Civil War was going on, and this area was a hotbed of activity. So he covered over the entrance and didn't tell a soul about the cave for 5 years. Then in 1867, he got curious about what was down here. He put an ad in the local paper inviting somebody to come explore it. He was most surprised when 12 young women showed up at his door wanting to explore his cave. These 12 young women were called the Springfield Athletic Club, and they explored a lot of caves. These are the names of the ladies that first explored the cave way back in December 27, 1867.
Those kind of caves, the top layer of soil is almost entirely made of those bats.
I love the underground classroom just for the fact that we are able to do the outreach with the children and educate so many local students on the importance of taking care of cave systems. Many of them have never been in a cave before in general. So it can be a safe, controlled environment for them to experience their first cave. We plan to continue to be responsible stewards for this cave here, keep it growing, keep it healthy, continue to educate all of our guests that come through the cave, and entertain them while we do it.
I'm Heidi Herman-Bacon, and I am the director of Springfield 66 Centennial Sculpture Series. The Springfield 66 Centennial Sculpture Series is a community-based public art sculpture series that celebrates Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66 and also celebrates the artistic community we have here in Springfield. It is large-scale fiberglass sculptures that are 5 foot 8 inches tall by 6 foot wide, and they will be placed all around Springfield proper. It's something that I've been interested in doing for quite some time. It's based off of Kansas City's Parade of Hearts. When we first conceived the project, we wanted to do minis that helped portray the concept of it. They show what they can become, and they show different versions of what a design could be. We can call out the sixes, we can totally make it just its own thing, and then you get closer to it and then you see, oh, it's the shield, it's the birthplace, this, that, the other. Since that inception, we've just been moving forward with it and getting sponsors and enlisting artists. We did a call for art last summer, and we got 61 designs from all different artists here in the region. These are all the original designs from the artist. They submitted them and I added them to my presentation. Here's like one of the artists. Actually, they redid their workout room to put the sculpture in there. We have specific sponsors that have entrusted us to bring their sculpture to life. It will live in whatever place that they've decided to place it. Once it's set at the sponsor's location, they own it, it's theirs. I chose according to their skill set. So like Linda Passeri was a sign painter for 30 years, and so she did all the lettering for welcome, like, because she's perfect at that.
My name is Linda Passeri. I'm a professional artist. I live and work in Springfield, Missouri. So I started early in my career in the sign industry, and at that time it was what I call BC, before computers. And so hand lettering was the norm, and everything was hand lettered. I always find that no matter what I'm painting, whether it's a canvas or a sculpture or on a wall, that the years of working in the sign industry always comes back, always helpful. This particular one is going out to the Springfield Regional Airport. International travelers that are coming off their plane and coming into the main part of the airport will pass this by and they will see that, and hopefully it will welcome all of these people when they can see the word welcome in their native language. I don't speak these languages. Generally, when a sign painter is painting lettering, we consider ourselves illiterate. We're just painting letters or shapes. And so that's how I had to approach this one. So this is the second side of the Frisco sculpture. So this represents the rural area that Route 66 follows. Most of Route 66 is not in urban areas, it's in countryside. Painting scene on something that's debossed, you have to try to see the scene and paint it and ignore the levels. I have a little bit more leeway when it comes to scenery because I can modify it without really compromising the design. Whereas a letter, the letter I, has to be a letter I. I can't, just move it over to avoid that. This was probably had the most levels in it, and it's quite a challenge. I use a lettering brush here, and I use more of a painterly scenery brush there. So it's two different brushes, two different skill sets for sure. I am thrilled with the way the final projects came out. I can't wait to see them installed.
Just drop it right here.
Drop it? No, don't drop it. These artists, holy moly, they are so talented. They're like paintings that look like they belong in museums. They're so detailed and so well done. I saw the drawings, I have lived the project, and I get chills when they show me the finished sculpture.
I hope that it brings people from the other side of the street when they notice it, that they'll come over to take a closer look. I'm hoping that a lot of people will take pictures of it.
In our day-to-day lives, we kind of silo ourselves. Somebody who's in banking doesn't necessarily get to know me. Our worlds don't come together, but with a project like this, I've talked to trucking companies, I've talked to Springfield Underground. It's a very good way to bring community together and show the heart of a community. I feel very blessed that my passion project has become something that's real and tangible. So, very exciting.
On the network, you had Perry Como on NBC, and he had a whole week to do his 1-hour show. We had one day.
Coast to coast from Springfield, Missouri, it's Ozark Jubilee.
Well, the Ozark Jubilee started with a radio show on KWTO called Corns A-Crackin'. They did it primarily at the Shrine Mosque, and it was a country music variety show. And they got the idea, well, maybe we could take that and parlay that into television, and came up with the name Ozark Jubilee. So it was at the Jewel Theater, which was on Jefferson Street, right across from the Colonial Hotel. It was primarily a country music variety show, and the star was Red Foley. Red was one of the top singers of country music. He was a natural MC, so he was the host and the star of the show for the whole run. And he was always so kind to us teenagers, which impressed me a great deal. That's probably the most famous publicity photo of Red Foley that existed, and he signed that to me, to Gary Goodluck. I was the caller for the Wagon Wheelers, and I would, in a rhyming, rhythmic fashion, tell the dancers what to do next. And the way that I usually ended it was promenade right off the floor. That's all there is. There ain't no more.
Promenade down King of Jesus, promenade right off the floor. That's all there is. There ain't no more.
After the first show aired, they got something like 25,000 letters saying that they loved it. That mail kept coming in for the entire run of the show. The three main producers were Cy Simon, Ralph Foster, and John Mahaffey, and they all worked at KWTO.
I'm Janie Simon Chowning. My dad was Cy Simon, and he was the producer of the Ozark Jubilee. And that all happened when I was a kid. So it was a lot of fun. And here's Daddy in his office with his Grammy and the BMI award, I think. He was an entrepreneur from the age 10. He took an old orange crate and he put wheels on it, and he went around town selling popsicles. One of the places he went was KWTO. So Uncle Ralph, Daddy went into his office and gave him his sales pitch, and Uncle Ralph said, sure, I'll buy a popsicle for everybody. So Daddy went around the building and gave a popsicle to every person that worked there, and then people that just happened to be in the building. And then Uncle Ralph said, you want to go to work for me? And Daddy said, oh no, I've got my own business and business is good. Here's Daddy's paycheck from Radio Ozarks Enterprises, $40.90. It'd be hard to live on that with 3 kids, wouldn't it? I was 4 when it started. Well, I loved to go to rehearsals on Saturdays during the day. You know, the show was at night, and we were too little to be there at night, but I'd beg Daddy to take me to rehearsals, you know, and so a lot of times he did. I was the Easter Bunny one year. They needed one and I was hanging around. So they put the Easter Bunny costume on me, and they had a big egg made out of paper. And then when they said, and the star of the show was Red Foley, then Red was supposed to break through that paper egg, and there he was on stage. Well, nobody told me that he was going to break through that egg. And in rehearsal, it scared me so badly, I turned around and jumped off the stage. You know, I was just always around. Anytime Daddy would take me, I'd go, say, please take me to work with you, please.
We had so many people traveling Route 66. And here was this network television show that you could get into for $1. And people stopped and they came in. And during the summertime, this was really amazing. We would have so many people from literally all over the nation coming to see the Jubilee. And if you ever saw a picture of the audience, people would sit there and they'd make these cardboard signs with their hometown on it. They'd hold them up and the camera would pan that 2 or 3 times. That was the greatest sales pitch in the world to get people to come. Everybody who was anybody in country music managed to come through Springfield. Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline was on it several times, Porter Wagoner, and of course, everybody's little sweetheart was Brenda Lee. She was regular, and she went to grade school with some of our kids. So we were just buddies. As I think back on it, being able to participate in a live entertainment television show week after week was just an amazing thing for a kid from Springfield, Missouri.
I think the legacy is that Daddy said, dreams do come true. And he just kind of made his dreams come true.
And this is Red Foley saying, come and see us. Good night, thank you, and bless your heart. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa.
Daddy had all these sayings. Wooing the press is an exercise roughly akin to picnicking with a tiger. You might enjoy the meal, but the tiger always eats last. These are things from the Jubilee souvenir shop. They sold these little corncob pipes. It's so funny.